how's it going, my trim people? Dr. Slacking, the Slacking Doctor, back with week 4 of COG, Champions of Galar tournament. And you might be thinking, I hope you can hear me for starters. I'm going to just try, I can't change the settings mid-recording. Fuck! Well, I hope this works. I'm going to move the microphone closer to me to try and help with that. But basically, I'm having a bit of trouble. So you may notice the image is lagging slightly. For those of you that don't know, I've started up a second channel where I make videos about anime, cinema, film, all that good shit. TV stuff. And my PC's been working around the clock today, burning Blu-rays so that I can use the footage from them, which is fine. But now, for some reason, completely beyond my knowledge, my Elgato seems to be lagging like shit. So, no face cam today, because I hate when I watch footage from other people and myself, and it's laggy. Like, it drives me up the wall. So, this is already laggy, and it's already driving me up the wall, but it's better than it would have been had I also had my face cam running. Does that make sense? Hopefully that makes sense. So, I didn't even say who we're playing. Sorry, I'm just saying I'll be 152. Sorry, I'm just... today's been one of those days. So we're playing GoldoaDragon and his... Oh my god, New York Empoleons. I was like, I've watched enough of this man's videos. I should know his fucking team name. We haven't played since... Let's register you first. We haven't played since UBL, the first season I was in it. I don't remember what season of UBL that was, but it was last generation. It was a fair few moons ago, and yeah, I'm really hyped to be playing him again. I don't really like the matchup, and basically, so here's my story of things that have gone wrong today. So my PC's been working around the clock. Let's finish that story first. Burning Blu-rays, and I burned them onto an external hard drive. So I know that the kind of internal drive, the drive that runs the PC. I'm not technical at all, but I know that no more memory has been taken up on that because of this process. In fact, I did a clear out of the memory of it after burning them all because it was lagging to try and help fix the issue. I've dropped the resolution and everything else, so the quality might look poorer now than it should, than it normally would. But there we go. So I know that my PC isn't clogged up with these videos, but for some reason, perhaps just the fact that it's been working around the clock burning these Blu-rays today has, I don't know, my PC's tired, it's fatigued, I don't know. You guys are technical, one of you will be able to explain to me why the hell this happened, but anyway. By the by, so that's the first thing. So now we've got no face cam, and I'm trying to record my audio in this Elgato capture, which I've never tested before, and I have no idea how it sounds. So if it sounds awful, I'm gonna have to re-record it probably, or just make you deal with this shit. So I apologize in advance for that. The second thing is, I don't have my sticky notes open because I closed everything trying to speed things up. Oh no. The second thing is, I don't really like this matchup, but I haven't really had time to prepare. We're playing quite early in the week. Huge thank you to Goldoa for being accommodating. My family are coming to visit this weekend, and so we're playing a bit earlier than I would normally want to. Okay, here's his team. Sylveon. At least I don't have to sync up the audio in the video. You know, that's nice. Sylveon, Slowbro. God, the Galvantula. And so me and Eric did run... the cloisters here. Did run some mocks this lunchtime today. And they went very badly. I think we ran 3 quick ones, and I lost in all of them. Huge thank you to Eric, by the way, for mocking with me every week. We do enjoy ourselves. But, yeah, he pummeled me. He absolutely destroyed me repeatedly. And I'm going to lead with Crobat. And the reason I'm going to lead with Crobat is it doesn't really give me a bad lead versus anything, and it might make the Galvantula, if its webs, think about potential taunt. So, yeah, I like that. So, yeah, don't really like the matchup. Don't really like my team. I threw on a Maractus instead of Bouffalon after mocking with Eric because we decided the team was too passive. Yeah, if you can explain to me what my brain thought was going on there, I would love to know. Because Bouffalon, Swords Dance Bouffalon, which I had before, is definitely less passive than a Maractus, but that was my... That was how I decided to fix the passive problem. I don't know what I was thinking. And then the other issue was, when I went to gen the Crobat, maybe one of you guys can help me with this as well. Lots of questions of the day for you today. It wouldn't let me have Roost. It would not. I'm an Infiltrator set with Brave Bird, Defog, U-turn, and then my last move was supposed to be Roost, but it wouldn't let me have it. Whenever I went to trade with the Jenning bot, it said that this move set was illegal. These volumes are way too similar. I'm just going to make a quick cut, guys. Alright guys, so the cut did nothing. I can't figure out how to lower the game audio, but the game audio looks like it's going to just be drowning me out. So we're going to have to make a play because we're here. I'm going to U-turn, but I'm hoping that he feels like there's a potential taunt coming out and thunders. That's what I am hoping for. And I don't have my Bufalon around, which I would have liked to have gone into on this. So I'm going to go to guard jump. If he wants to go for sticky webs, he wants to go for sticky webs. But I don't want to stay in and just let him thunder me. This is lagging. This is horrible. I don't like it. Oh, he does go for the sticky web. Fuck! See, this is where in the mocks I kept taunting Eric, and Eric kept clicking thunder, and so I decided that taunt was a bad play. So, alright, I've got some background music up there. Alright, game audio is gone. Sorry guys, I'll have to add something in the background. The reason I took a little while to do that is because I didn't want silence in my earphones, because that would be very distracting for me. So I've now got some background music on, although it's not nearly high enough tempo. I fear a bug buzz. He could go Sylveon, Cloyster, or Slowbro. Doubling into Heatran on any of those seems fine. Obviously, the Slowbro would be the least good, but he does switch out and he is faster than me, so there's some good knowledge. Okay, the music's lifted in tempo. So, yeah, so I couldn't have Crobat, Infiltrator Crobat with Brave Bird, Roost, Defog, and Brave Bird, Roost, Defog, and U-turn. It wouldn't let me have Roost on that set. So if anyone would like to explain that to me, I would be super grateful. I think I'm just going to go Maractus. If he teleports, I don't think it's the end of the world. And if he scolds, obviously I want to get a Spike Up. Although I'm going to have to defog, so I don't really want to get a Spike Up. This is so laggy. I hate it. I hate it. I'm so sorry, guys. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. So that's the other thing that didn't go particularly well. And then... I need to defog, so I can't go for spikes. There's just literally no point. He could choose to stay in and teleport, or if he was going to switch, he would probably switch into the Galvantula. So on that basis, I'm going to go... if he stays into Ice Beam, I'd like to be able to cover that. No, I'm just going to go back out to Oggy. I'm going to go back out to Oggy. I've got to try and figure out a way to get the Crobat into defog. Just a little fight for positioning at the minute. So yeah, so that's the next thing that was a problem, was that I couldn't have the fucking set that I wanted. Maybe it would have been better to get a Spike Up until I could defog, but it just felt so pointless. Kaiser, who's that? Sylveon, okay. I'm not getting anywhere. I'm really not getting anywhere. Yeah, I'm going to Rocks because I'm not getting anywhere. I'm going to have to get the hazards up and then defog them, but at least I can chip down because I'm just not really getting the... Because he just goes back to Slowbro here and then I don't really get the Crobat in again. I would have been better going to Crobat on this turn on this. That would have been much better for me, but I didn't know he was going to go to this on the Maractus. As the Zygarde comes out. Ooh, nice. Nice play. So, a bunch of things going wrong. PC going wrong. All the rest of this shit going wrong. Audio going wrong. Everything going wrong. And then, on top of all of that, I had football training tonight. I'm recording this fresh out of football training. And at football training, unfortunately, after a little bit of a warm-up and then a little bit of a fitness session, honestly nothing too arduous, one of the players on my team collapsed at football and was kind of having somewhere between a seizure and kind of an epileptic fit, very kind of twitchy limbs and things. So I won't lie, obviously, I look, I'm not going to pretend he and I are especially close. I don't know the guy that well. He seems like a very nice kid. I've only played for them for a year, but I get on with him. But obviously, seeing anyone, especially someone you're reasonably familiar with and like, kind of collapsing and in a bit of a... health episode, let's say, can be a little bit disconcerting. Of course, it's not about me, it's about him, and I hope he gets better soon. But you guys don't know him, you guys know me, right? So I'm just trying to paint the picture of my day for you. But like I say, obviously, I'm not so selfish as to think that what matters here is me and my fucking reaction to him. I hope there's nothing seriously wrong with him, and I hope he feels better soon. But that has been my topsy-turvy, up and down day, culminating in me finding this fucking game very annoying. I think you bug buzz here, right? You could thunder. I think thunder, like, I kind of want to protect to get the extra leftovers. And I'm a little bit like he might just volt switch back into Zygarde, but I've got a spike up now and rocks up, so I kind of don't care if you do that. Kind of don't care. Bug Buzz does come out. So, I'm going to Magma Storm. Like, there's a part of me that wants to predict the Slowbro and pivot, but I'm just going to Magma Storm. Yeah. I think we're getting more out of this than he is right now. Because, like, what I'm thinking is, so let's say he goes Slowbro here, right? And then let's say I go Maractus, and so he does decide to Thunder, exactly. I thought there was a decent chance of that because of the fact that, A, I've been doubling around a lot, but also B, this thing, I'm sorry that he missed, by the way, but B, that this thing is not taking hazards particularly well, right? He can only come in one more time after this. So I thought there was a decent chance that he just said, fuck it, let's just Thunder for damage on the Heatran and perhaps catch an over predict on a double like I've been doing. So, and had he gone Slowbro, I could have gone Maractus. I guess he could have Ice Beamed or Fire Blasted or something. But then, you know, he could have doubled back out into the Galvantula, say, and then I could have gone back to my Heatran, and we would, you know, I've got hazards up that are doing damage, he doesn't. So at the end of the day, how much would I have really cared about that? I'm going to... I wish he wasn't Choice Banded earlier. Because I just feel like he's going to have a move for the Maractus. But, so I kind of want to protect and scout what he goes for. But if he's like DD or Coil or something, I don't really want to fuck around with that. It could be a Sludge Wave. That's why I don't want to go hard. Whimsicott. But that damage earlier didn't look banded or anything like that. So, I don't think he's like choice locked or anything. So he's Galar. Okay, so he's a reasonably supportive set. Interesting. I'm glad I didn't go into the Whimsicott because I wouldn't have wanted that slowing down particularly. So Pulp's in. Pulp's getting leftovers. Pulp can Grass Knot, and right now his Grass Resist is Zapdos and honestly Sylveon wouldn't take a lot, but I'm just going to Spike. I'm going to go for the Spike here. We're potentially, yeah, so the Sludge Wave does come out. Doesn't do anything though. So like I did fear, you know, maybe I'm being a little bit greedy because he could just attack here. But I can protect this turn, I think. Glare, Sludge Wave, 1,000 Arrows. I don't think he's final move DD or anything like that. And if he is, I still have various ways around it, including Stun Spell, Whimsicott. So I'm going to protect here. We do get the move off. Nice. Just going to perhaps help us, you know, get a little bit out of range of that. I could go into the Crobat, but then I just get 1,000 Arrows, and it doesn't really gain me a lot. And obviously Whimsicott doesn't want to come in on that, on the Sludge Wave. So I'm going to go for the Synthesis here, try and get healthy. And then once we get sort of out of it, he probably wins this exchange just from the fact that, you know, he's doing a lot more damage than I will do to him, I would think, and I'm going to get paralyzed at some point, so, and potentially crit. So this isn't really a winning battle for me, but I kind of have to play it this way a little bit, right? I might as well try and get healthy if I can. I don't have a series of pivots. Like, I could say, oh, he's going to keep Sludge Waving, let me go Heatran, but I just don't really get anything out of that. He's doing less than 50, right? So I'm going to Synthesis again. As he does just switch out, so that's fine. Because he's got to come back in and take chips. This thing comes out. So this is primarily why we're running the Protect, because on the turn we get paralyzed. That sucks for him. This is why we're primarily running the Protect, because I want to be able to see what he locks himself into. I am going to risk this because the Zygarde's taking hazard damage again when it comes in, and it's already taken some chip. So things like Crobat and Whimsicott are going to be able to revenge it now, and the Garchomp too. So I am going to risk losing Pulp here just to get off a Protect. People sleep on Maractus, man. Just to get off a Protect. People sleep on Spikes. I've won leagues with Maractus. Don't undervalue this thing. It's a great Pokemon. Oh, I forgot to say, I was talking about Bouffalant earlier. You guys probably like, when the fuck did you get Bouffalant? So I dropped Oranguru and what was the other lad that we had? Oh, Trapinch. We dropped Oranguru and Trapinch for Bouffalant, because Leo 6-foot Hex dropped Bouffalant, and I wanted that initially. He sniped me of it in the draft, so I was like, sweet, let me pick that up now. So, and I kept Maractus, who wasn't in my initial plan, but I just love this thing. So, right, going Crobat, which doesn't have fucking Roost, which sucks, but assuming he's choice locked, we're going to go Crobat, and if he reveals now the Brave Bird and he isn't choice locked, then that's really valuable information. So, okay, he's not choice locked, so really valuable information. I think we'll take it because we're pretty fat. Yeah, we do. Huge recoil to him. Imagine if we could Roost here as we force him out. How lovely would that be? I could choose to defog, but I don't think now's the time. I think when I defog, I want to suicide defog. I'm going to U-turn here. That's a really aggro play, actually. I think I'll just sack the Maractus or go into Rotom. It's a really aggro play. I'm not sure. I don't know. I want to keep up the pressure, so that's why I'm U-turning. Like, I think we've got him on the back foot, and I really value that, so that's why I've decided to U-turn. But yeah, it could be a little bit of a risk if he stays in, you know, and he clicks the right move. Then it's certainly not great for us. I mean, what would he go into? His flying resist right now is non-existent, but I just don't want to lose this thing's speed tier or defog. Yeah, okay, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. This thing comes out. I do want to defog kind of soon, but obviously those spikes are doing wonders for us right now. They are doing wonders, and that puts that down below 50. Slowbro, Max Fizz Def. I kind of want to go into this in Draco. I wish I knew a little bit more about his set. Yeah, I'm going to go Rotom. I just don't know enough about this Slowbro set, and we've got some chip off on it, so that seems good enough. So Zygarde can come out here. He could decide to teleport. Leftovers is shown. Do you know, I think I could have gone Garchomp there because he was quite a bit below 50. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to Will-O-Wisp. And you might think that's a bit of an odd play. But if he stays in, I'm just going to get more chip on this, like in the future, which I think is really nice. And if he wants to go into this, then I'm going to get this thing burnt. And I know he's kind of spamming Sludge Wave, but like he will be taking residual chip in front of my Maractus, which kind of helps me wall him out. And, you know, it does weaken his 1,000 arrows. So I could even choose to say in here. Zygarde. Because he's not Scarf on the bird. Burnt. I don't know this thing's item yet, which bothers me a little. 1,000 arrows really isn't going to do that much to me, and my Hydro Pump is going to do a lot to him. I'm going to Hydro Pump. I don't need HP on this thing. I really don't. Yeah, exactly. Because it's so easy for him to make that prediction of the Maractus coming in, that I may as well just pump. What did that do? About 30%? Yeah, he looks reasonably fat. I'm gonna Hydro Pump again. Like, if he 1000 arrows, I don't really care. Like, the max, yeah. Like, I thought about going Maractus down it, but then I'm like, but then I just take Chip the next turn on Maractus. Or I could have gone Whimsicott, but then I just take Chip the next turn on Whimsicott. Like, it doesn't feel worth it. So I'm gonna pump here. We do connect. Okay, so the Zygarde goes down. Nice. So Zygarde dies. Galvantula's already dead. Sully's Sylveon, Slowbro, Cloyster, and Zapdos. Zapdos could be a bulk up set, but I pretty much always revenge it with a Draco now from Garchomp. Cloyster could have Ice Shard. We really don't know anything about that set yet. Could be Shell Smash. If it's not Boots, it's taken a lot of chip. Slowbro, we know it's Teleport, Scold. Do we see Teleport? No, we didn't see Teleport, so we might not even have Teleport. He could be AV, and that was the reason I didn't go Garchomp earlier and drop the Draco is if he's Fizz Def AV, I wouldn't have killed with any move. So yeah, I'm pretty sure he didn't reveal Teleport because that's why I had AV in my head earlier. So the Sylveon comes out. I'm not really worried about Calm Mind. I think I'm just gonna go into Heatran. Like, I don't really see this being a bad play, because if he's Calm Mind, I can just taunt him, and then he doesn't get to heal up, really, and then Garchomp can revenge kill him. And I haven't seen anything of this set yet, so... Yeah, as he goes for the Wish, but... there's not really a lot for him to pass it into. Like, Zapdos isn't going to take this Magma Storm. So, I am just going to Magma Storm as I expect we'll see the Slowbro come out. Or, yeah, I don't know what else he could do, really. I don't, like, Slowbro will come out, so I just, yeah, just want to get it Magma'd, really. I can't see a lot else to do here. I need to taunt this thing if he chooses to stay in sooner or later, but for right now, let's just Magma. Let's just go for damage. I'm so sorry about all the lag. I fucking hate it. I hope it's not ruining it for you guys. It really drives me mad. Okay, so he Baton Passes, so we know he's Wish Baton Pass. It should be Slowbro always. I'm glad I didn't double predicting the Slowbro, because a Baton Pass could have got him Zapdos in to get fully healed, and that just would have sucked, because I really value the chip off on that now that Rotom's taken so much chip. So, we can Magma here. We trap him in with us. And we can Taunt, which prevents either the... he could Teleport. If I go Rotom, he doesn't have a good Teleport option. Yeah, he really doesn't. Let me go Rotom. It does it because, like, Sylveon comes back in and takes all those hazards, and then, you know, potentially could take a Volt Switch, because I'm probably faster than him. I probably should have Volt Switched on the Sylveon earlier. Now I think about it, instead of hard switching, but I didn't have any information. Okay, so Taunt wouldn't have been bad there, because he did just essentially get the Slowbro, all the chip that I got on him earlier, off him. But I don't think that's the worst thing in the world right now. I mean, breaking the Slowbro could potentially be a problem for me, actually. Yeah, it could be, because I can't Sword Stance with Garchomp in front of anything, and yeah, that could be an issue. So this thing wants to come out now, but I'm just going to Volt, because I don't think he kills me with close combat necessarily, and if he does, is that the time to defog? He does. That's sad. Yeah, I think I have to. I really don't have another play here, because Whimsicott doesn't outrun him under webs or anything like that. So I have to defog. Obviously, that sucks, because I want all my hazards for, like, the Slowbro and stuff, and he can just Brave Bird me and kill me here. But I've got to get rid of these webs to have any chance of winning this game now. As he switches, which is really nice, actually. That's really nice. If only I had fucking Roost. Would have liked to have roosted in front of this thing. So, do I need this thing now, or could I just afford to Taunt here? I think I can afford to Taunt. This thing isn't really needed. I revenge kill Zapdos with 2 other things now, so I'm going to taunt. Yeah, I'm going to taunt, prevent the teleport. Because I think you just teleport here, right? You just take the U-turn and you teleport out. Yeah. Okay, correct play is being made. And then I just U-turn out now. And I, you know, he could Ice Beam. So I might want to have to think about who I U-turn out into. We know that he's Teleport and Scold. I don't know that he has Ice Beam necessarily. As he just chooses to switch, which is absolutely fine. Perhaps expecting a roost from me there. So out comes the Cloyster. I can just U-turn out on the Cloyster. Okay. I don't think Cloyster... Ooh, does Sylveon become too much of a threat? Maybe, actually. Shit. Whimsicott to Cloyster. Whimsicott to Cloyster. My Moonblast does about 75% if he's offensive. Oh, it looks like he's offensive from that U-turn damage. Yeah. Looks like he's offensive from that U-turn damage. I really wish I had Energy Ball right now, but I don't. So my play is always to Moonblast here, and then I can Stun Spore if he Shell Smashes. So I'm gonna Moonblast. As he's actually Scarfed? That's Scarfed. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. I thought the Cloyster might be something creative, so that makes a lot of sense. Heatran comes out. Gonna get my rocks back up. I think it's really good for Chip on this, although he's always pivoting Slowbro. So would I rather get you in with no offensive pressure at all? No, I need to get my rocks back up if I'm going to win this game. I'm going to struggle to win this game now that that's Scarfed. I'm going to really struggle to win this game now that that's Scarfed. Slowbro comes out. I could taunt with this, potentially. I could protect with this, because if he... Oh, no, actually, the fucking... Yeah, no. I'm going to taunt. I don't want to let him teleport or fucking hard switch into the goddamn bird, the Zapdos, because that's just a huge problem. So, yeah, not having that. Not having that. This is getting hairy now. Oh, if only Crobat could roost. If only Crobat could roost, my life would be so much easier. So Cloyster can only switch in on rocks twice more. I don't think we're going to win this. Oh, did he do it? Did he pull the trigger and do it? Oh, he goes into this. Okay. I think we're going to see a Baton Pass come out here. Yeah, I think we can see a Baton Pass, and this doesn't let in the bird. Oh, that's a little bit rough logic. The reason I'm not going Garchomp is if he does Hyper Voice, obviously, that's really fucking bad. But I feel like he just wants to Baton Pass into the bird, right? Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe I should have spiked, because we could easily see like a Hyper Voice or a Mystical Fire or something. But I don't know if Crobat will take one. That's the other thing in the back of my head. I'm like, maybe Crobat just takes it. Imagine if I could fucking roost with my Crobat. God damn it, Crobat. Alright, so he's not switching. I should have spiked. Spike would have been brilliant. Oh, he is Baton Passing. Awesome. Okay, that's what we thought. So, like, Cloyster comes out, and, you know, I have to pick which move I think he's locking into, but I essentially need to bait Cloyster out as much as humanly possible anyway. So, Cloyster with Liquidation into my Heatran. Liquidation into my Heatran does about 50. So I can afford to go Heatran and then, you know, double Maractus because he's taking hazards and stuff. And I'll take this reasonably well. So, this is. I just think we're not going to break at the end of the game. I just think we're not going to get through the Sylveon Slowbro. The Slowbro especially, I think, is just going to win the game. Yeah, I just think it's going to win the game. I'm so surprised it's a Scarf. I wonder if it's Scarf Ice Shard. I really thought it would need to, you know, would be for Scale Shock, Garchomp, some sort of Ice Shard variant. Anyway, we go straight into Oggy. Does he Liquidation or does he Ice Move? Rock Blasts. It's not a bad middle ground. I can now go Garchomp. I don't take too much. I'm gonna get my leftovers back. I don't think his play is to stay in, is it? It's to go into the Slowbro. So if I want to call the Slowbro, I go back to. I go back to Pulp and I Spike. I go back to Pulp and I Spike. Fuck it hell, we're having to make a lot of reads. You know, I could Grass Knot here. We could see the Sylveon come out. I don't know if this has a move to hit me. He hasn't really shown anything. I am pretty fat, so I don't think it would do a lot of damage. I'm going to get a Spike up because I think that is invaluable. Oh, the bird, though. The bird. Shit, the bird. He just... Oh, the bird comes in and gets a KO, actually. Oh... Do I double back to my bird? I'm going to Spike. Ugh, I want to go back to Crobat, predicting the Zapdos. Because I think this is a teleport into his fucking Zapdos. Yeah. But I think... he could throw and go Cloyster. That would be nice. But I think he always goes into bird. Is that when I get Garchomp in to start breaking? If the bird comes out, do I sack this or do I sack Crobat? This is still immune to Liquidation endgame. So I sack Crobat. Yeah, this fucking thing. Why don't you take Spikes, you son of a bitch? This is why I wanted to double Crobat, but I couldn't. So now I sack Crobat and I get in Garchomp. Right. I don't have much time. Neither does he. I'm going to protect. We're going to play a little bit of mind games. If I had got paralyzed and this had gone down, I would have had to deal with it. But throw of the century by me. GG Goldoa. I didn't know this thing got agility. I thought, the only way I can set is bulk up and that doesn't bother me. GG. Well played. So I should Grass Knot here. Yeah, well played. Yeah, very well played. Oh, that kills. Oh my god, imagine if I'd attacked instead of fucking protecting. Holy shit. Who knew that killed? Maractus, you absolute animal. You absolute animal, Pope. Oh my god, imagine if I had fucking Grass Knotted instead. Didn't know that thing got agility. It makes total sense because why wouldn't it? I was about to say because Zapdos gets agility. Roost. Looking at you, Game Freak. Not giving any of the new birds roosts, you son of a bitch. But yeah, it makes total sense that it would get agility. Just I was like, what could he do? He could sub. He looked pretty low on health, so I didn't think he was going to sub. And then he would have died to Garchomp Rough Skin anyway, and infiltrate a Crobat. Didn't make any sense. Bulk up, doesn't matter. I've got Draco on Garchomp. You're always going to die. Don't really care. And so I think could we see a Wish come out here? I think I'm going to spike. I know that seems really weird, but I think we're going to see a wish come out, and I just think I need my fucking hazards up. I just think I need my fucking hazards up to win this game. And then, like, if he wants to go Slowbro here, like, because I can... Now I'm going to go Heatran. Does Crobat take Sylveon Hyper Voice? I'm going to be so low on time, actually. Shit. Hyper Voice does about 20. How much is 50 as a percentage? 26. You take the Hyper Voice. We're going to you. Just covers the Slowbro switch. And it kind of covers him staying in-ish. Ugh, not really. Kind of does. Moonblast, sorry, not Hyper Voice. Yes, that's going to be even weaker, right? Oh, what? What? Why did that kill? Oh, fuck, that's really bad. That was far from ideal. What? Why did that kill? Why did that kill? He must have quite a bit of attack investment for that to have killed. So I'm just going to Magma Storm here. It's always my play. And we must be so low on time right now. Moonblast. That shouldn't have done 20. What? How strong is this thing? That would have to be like a max roll. Like, this thing's probably modest. So if he's max HP modest, then my Garchomp is going to obliterate him with an Earthquake. If I'd gone Garchomp here, I just netted a KO. But I didn't have time to calc it, really. This is still not bad. Like, he's still going to take a fuck ton of chip. He's still going to take the Magma Storm. Do I go hard Maractus? Do I taunt? Oh, we've timed him out. Fuck. Sorry, man. That would have been so interesting if we hadn't timed him out. Oh, that sucks because that was such a good, interesting end game. I went quiet there because I was literally thinking through. I was like, do I just protect? Because then if he teleports, you know, we can then protect a scout. Oh, we couldn't really protect scout to what the close to it locked into because we couldn't double protect. Fuck, that sucks. That was such a good game. That was a really, really good game. Oh, I'm very upset about that. No, I've just said to him, GG, that really fucking sucks. I was loving every minute of that, and I really was. Obviously, your Forest Green Snovers moved to a 3-1 record. That's wonderful, but like, to be honest with you, like, let me level with you guys right now. I've had a weird fucking day. I don't really give a shit about winning Pokemon games anymore. Like, I really don't. I play this game not to win. Like, I don't feel like I have anything left to prove in Pokemon. Like, yeah, I'd like to beat Vepsis, for example, right? But I don't think I have anything left to prove. I don't have any desire to be the #1 Draft League player in the Wi-Fi scene. I'm pretty content with where I feel I sit in this scene right now, which, in my opinion, is, you know, the top 10, I think, right? I think the common consensus would be I'm probably a top 10 player in the Wi-Fi scene, hence why I'm in this league. I'm pretty okay with that, you know. Some people maybe put it a bit higher, maybe 1 or 2 out of the top 10. That's fine with me. So the reason that I play this game rather than to win or whatever, to make a point, is just to enjoy playing really fucking good games of Pokemon. And that was a fantastic game of Pokemon. Like, we were making a lot of calls, we're making a lot of doubles. The hazard game was like before Boots existed. Like, oh, I miss it. I honestly miss it. We were having to play around the limitations of not having Roost, which was really making it, you know, a bit of a handicap that was very interesting. And like, I don't know, maybe you guys will disagree with me, but that to me was the most wired in and like focused and the amount I've enjoyed a Pokemon game in a hot minute. Like, I thought that was a stellar match. So I'm kind of devastated, to be honest. I'm kind of devastated, especially for Goldoa, because if for those of you that don't mind just listening rather than visuals, feel free to tab out here. I don't have anything to show, but I'm just going to talk about that potential endgame scenario. So I think I was probably going to taunt, and he was probably going to scold, and it wasn't going to do a whole lot. The taunt would have put him in range of my Garchomp guaranteed. I then could have gone into Garchomp. Or, sorry, his Scold wouldn't have done a lot. I then could have gone into Maractus. Had he Ice Beamed my Maractus and killed my Maractus on switching, I could have gone Garchomp. I then would have Earthquaked with the Garchomp. That thing would have died. Sylveon was also in range of Garchomp in the end game. The Cloyster would have been really the deciding factor. I don't know whether Cloyster would have died to hazards. I don't remember its exact HP. I would need to look at his side. Please go and check his side out of this, because he's a brilliant content creator, and it will be very useful to know his side. But I don't know if Cloyster would have died to hazards. Now, if Cloyster died to hazards, that game was over. I taunt there, the game's over. Garchomp wrecks shop. Life Orb fucking Earthquake sweeps. So if he was dead to hazards on Cloyster, GG. If he wasn't dead to hazards on Cloyster, then we would have had the 50-50 of, was he going to Liquidation, Icicle Spear, or Liquidation or Icicle Spear with his, assuming my Maractus died in this interaction, was he going to Liquidation or Icicle Spear with his Cloyster? Had I switched into my Heatran as he had Icicle Speared, we won that game, right? Sylveon couldn't come back in on me, maybe if he'd saved the Slowbro, but then the Cloyster couldn't come back in on hazards, and Garchomp would have won versus the Slowbro. So, yeah, had I got that 50-50 right, we won the game. It really just comes down to, did his Cloyster die to hazards, and would we have got a 50-50 right? So, I'm actually just going to ask him now. Hopefully I remember to make a cut, but I'm going to ask him now and try and get that information. Alright guys, so I've just asked him a couple of questions. I've got an answer for one, but his Cloyster did come back in on hazards. So, yeah, it could have been a potential 50-50 in the end game. The other thing is, my play there was to taunt. If he clicked teleport, then my Heatran would have 1v1'd him, because I could have protected the next turn. He would have taken Magma Storm chip. Then I could have Magma Stormed again, and assuming I connected my next Magma Storm, Slowbro looked like it was a roll to die, having reviewed the footage to the next Magma Storm. And I would have taken one Scald. Now, had he... I walled his Slowbro with Maractus. Yeah. Oh, shit, man. So what? Let's talk about that endgame. I think I won anyway, then. So basically what happened is, I would have taunted his Slowbro there. His best possible play was to Scold. So he would have scolded my Heatran, fine. Then I would have protected. I would have got another turn of Magma Storm off on the Bro, putting the Bro really fucking low. Yes, he did have leftovers, but Magma Storm just a fraction more, and he was already pretty low. Then I would have switched out into my Maractus. His only attacking move was Scold. So he could do nothing but Scold after the taunt. Once I went into Maractus, he would have healed my Maractus, because he would have Scalded into a Water Absorb Mon. And I then could have clicked Grass Knot, or I could have chosen to double back into Heatran or whatever. I think in that scenario, I would always just Grass Knot. Would I? Because then he could go Sylveon, and... No, I think I'd always double back into the Heatran, wouldn't I? Yeah, I would. Because I wouldn't want the Sylveon coming in and wishing on me. There was too much game left to be played there. Because if he predicted me to double into my Heatran, and he clicked... actually, maybe the Sylveon would have been dead to a Grass Knot after hazards. Oh, it's too messy. It's way too messy. I can't say that endgame for sure. I can't. Because, like I said, we would have gone Maractus, and then we would have had to maybe double to predict a Sylveon coming into Heatran again, and had we got that double wrong, then, you know, he maybe could have Scolded with his Slowbro, and then potentially that would have put us in a bad spot. So, or I could have just Magma Stormed twice, honestly. It was messy. It was messy. It would have come down to plays. Like, I was in the better position, undoubtedly, but it would have been messy. That's the thing. It ultimately would have been messy. So I think we could have made it, but Goldo is a good enough player to say that he, like, for me not to be that confident. So anyway, yeah, I'm sorry I can't give you any more clarity than that, but that's the best we can do. I think we could have. I think we could have had it. I think basically Garchomp would have got 2 more KOs, and that would have been the way it would have gone down, but unfortunately, it's not to be this time. Thank you so much for loafing around with me, and I'll catch you again next time.